Yesterday, I received a message or a card from some friends. Whenever I receive cards, I want to read their cards with a specific intent. And when it comes to those cards, sorry, there's this guy just walking around suspiciously in my church's parking lot. Anyways, I'm getting a little bit distracted here, but I guess this is a public speaking challenge. So when I receive those messages from my friends, I read it with some context, my relationship with these people and their intent of writing me the card. And we should read the Bible like that. Basically, we need to consider the intent of the authors and not try to assume our ideas into the text that is not there. This is the principle or the rule of reading the Bible in context. Very important to read the Bible in context. And when you understand the context, you will understand the meaning of the Bible. Because it's one thing to know what the Bible says, but it's also another thing to know what the Bible means. For instance, a lot of people talk about Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. Oftentimes, that is taken out of context because people apply that to think that, oh, I can just do everything, win the sports game, whatnot. But when you actually study the context of the text, you will realize that is not what that text means. The text, if you read it, Paul was talking about contentment because he was in prison during that situation. And so the application is not so much of God giving you strength on how to overcome certain things in life, but rather the application has to be contentment because that is what the text means. And so don't read it and try to assume you know what the text means without studying the context. And so remember to do that. Hope that helps. This is day 26, I believe. My goodness. This is day 26 of my public speaking challenge. Hope that helps. Follow for more. Peace out.